Some manuke good morning Nagaland te welcome krise. Ami do rinki go goi ase aro man etu miraculous day to start koribo.
For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11.
Well, there was a very beautiful passage. Now let's begin with the top headlines. The 13th district of Nagaland along with Chumukedima and Newland as 14th and 15th districts. Chief Minister Nipi Rio-led cabinet on Saturday approves creation of 3 new districts, thereby bringing the total number to 15 districts in states. Naga Law Students Federation condemns AFSPA. NLSF President C. Talimoa questions tagging of Northeast as disturbed area for purpose of AFSPA. Tuensang District launches longest drone flight medical supply. The Indian Medical Council of Research Drone Response and Outreach in Northeast pilot project delivers 3,525 units of medical supplies from Mokokchung to Tuensang, covering an aerial district of 40 kilometers in Nagaland. All key officials of the National Defence Academy paid tribute to Group Captain Varun, who perished in hospital in Bengaluru on December 15 after surviving chopper crash on December 8 at Connor. Ahead of the 2022 Assembly elections, Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra asserts that her party will provide 20 lakh jobs to the youth in UP. Congress will waive off loans for all farmers and small businessmen, halve the electricity bills and rupees 25,000 to all families who suffer due to COVID-19. All look into a positive thought.
Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Winston Churchill.
Well, that was a very good thought indeed. Let us begin to our next section, print preview. We now have print preview. Let us review some local dailies of Nagaland. Let us begin with the Moram Express. Okay, it looks like Santa Claus has come down the chimney and brought his gift for Nagaland. Nagaland adds 3 districts to its total tally. In a move described as the best Christmas gift by a minister and an advisor, the Nagaland State Cabinet, during its December 18 meeting, has decided to create 3 more districts, Teminu, Newland and Chumukedima, as the 13th, 14th and 15th districts respectively. While the demand for Teminu district and to some degree Newland has been pending, the decision to accord Chumukedima district status has come as a surprise to many and may intensify demands from others. Meanwhile, Nagaland PHED Minister Jacob Jimomi called the move the best Christmas gift ever, while advisor Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services and Women Resources Development termed it as the greatest gift for the Rengma community. Well, during the ongoing gruesome event, the aftermath of the December 4 event in Oting. I think this the creation of 3 new districts in Nagaland is indeed a very beautiful gift for the Nagas, and I hope that this gift will be celebrated by all the people in Nagaland. Let's move on to the next news, that is unpaid for 2 months. Nagaland Hindi teachers demand dues by December 2022. The state government has been requested by all Nagaland Hindu Teachers Union to clear due salaries of Hindi teachers who were appointed in the year 2012 and 2013 under centrally sponsored schemes. The teachers have not received their salaries since this September, read a press release by the union president Ruchunlo Tab on Saturday. Okay, the news says that many teachers from all Nagaland Hindu Teachers Union were unpaid their salaries since the September, and I think the bemoaning lackadaisical attitude of the state government in releasing their salaries on time, the NHTU pointed out that with the implementation of e-pay bill system in the offing 1 month salary of other state employees were also delayed for the first time, causing financial strains and hardships. In the context, the union requested the concerned department to ponder upon the plight of Hindi teachers who have not been paid for several months and how difficult it was for them to sustain their families. Well, in your salaries can nadia do teachers can ekla nohoy, even for us workers, government workers, and whoever is job korea man hando ina salary napado bishi monduk la kotha ase kile gule do ajikali la situation de iman price high kan hoise aro to daily life te chulole kane bishi problem hu jai to idu kane ena pending salaries kan do joldi di dia to bhal ho kona ANHTU pra mangi ase aro. Let's move on to the next paper, that next daily, that is Eastern Mirror. Let us see the headlines of Eastern Mirror first. NPCC hits back at Terry over his allegations, and JDU urges CMs of Nagaland and Meghalaya to spearhead demand for repealing APSPA. Our state's weekly COVID positivity rate stable. ENPO warns over Wafur firing incident. NPCC hits back at Terry over his allegations. The Nagaland Democratic Progressive Party has condemned Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee President K. Terry over his series of outlandish accusations leveled against the state government and the chief minister in connection with the recent Oting incident, calling Terry's allegations callous and immature without an iota of truth. The NDPP, through a press statement, wondered if it was a result of frustration caused by his failure as a politician. Yet NPCC laga President K. Terry Bra ito accused Korea do Nagaland Democratic Party Progressive Party Bra condemn Korea se kuina jani paise ito Terry la ko comment do immature aro callous ase kuina bi janaise. It recalled how Terry, the then minister of the SC Jamir-led government, was expelled from the Congress party for his anti-party activities before joining a regional party, following which he condemned the Congress, calling it a dictatorial, dynastic and shameless party. তো এইটো ইয়াতে জানি পা দো এইটো theory do SC Jamir laga government la time de thakiaram de tai tahala government party bra government party wa ulai dishe expel kushe kuna bi janishe because of his anti party activities karne aro itu kane tai dusra party regional party eta join kushe kuna jani paise. Let's move on to the next news, that is JDU urges CMs of Nagaland, Meghalaya to spearhead demand for repealing AFSPA. JDU, that is the Janata Dal, has urged the Chief Minister of Nagaland Nagaland and Meghalaya to lead an all-party allegation from the Northeast to seek assurance from Prime Minister and Home Minister of India to repeal the Armed Forces Special Act. It asserted that such a move would go a long way in presenting a united voice of the Northeast people against AFSPA, while questioning the government of India if the act has achieved its purpose in the Northeast. The JDU in a press statement stated that the AFSPA has led to loss of thousands of innocent lives, the most recent being the Oting massacre in Mon district. Okay, here the Janata Dal United, itu ekta party ase, itu party wa Nagaland la Chief Minister Nipirio aru Meghalaya la Minister ge urge kori ase to assure the Prime Minister to assure tahan Prime Minister aru Home Minister of India logote China meeting lole korina urge kori ase aru itu meeting de AFSPA la upor de kotha kui kuna request kori ase Janata Dal United bra aru taihan itu Oting hatsa de manuhan muriado itu AFSPA apply koren de murija karni ase kuina itu AFSPA do repeal korwala la kotha hande batchit kori koina jana ase. Now let's move on to the next headline. That's NPO warns over Wafur firing incident. The Eastern Nagaland People's Organization NPO has warned all armed cadres of any faction or group to desist from creating havoc in the NPO jurisdiction, saying that such action will attract non-cooperation from the organization. A press release issued by the media cell of NPO stated that the firing incident that took place at Wafur village under Shamator subdivision on morning of December 17 had created a fierce psychosis in the minds of the general public. The president NPO R. Sapiku Sangtam cautioned the incident has threatened the peace and tranquility in the Naga society in general and NPO area in particular. Okay, itu Wafur village kuna ekta Twensang district there is another incident, ekta firing incident eta hoise. Itu firing incident some miscreants kana ina fire kurse. Holwi itu firing incident manu jokhom hoise aru morse kuna eku jane nai, manu kuni jokhom honai aru manu moria nai. Holwi public properties kan damage hoise kuna janishe aru itu NPO wa itu la oporde press release eta dishe. Itu firing incident to December 17 hoise koina jani paise aru itu firing incident hoa karne manuhala mind de fear na bhui lagya eta mindset eta developed korise koina we jani paise. Let's another good news is that the drone delivers medical supplies to Twensang. To assess the feasibility of using drone for sending COVID-19 samples from Mokokchung to Twensang, as the district doesn't have COVID testing RT-PCR testing facility. A drone project was carried out at Twensang Parade Ground on Saturday with the assistance of DEF Twensang. The proposed pilot project was undertaken by the Indian Council of Medical Research in collaboration with the state health authorities, informed an update from DIPR. The drone, equipped with about 3,000 units of medical supplies, took about 26 minutes to reach Twensang from Mokokchung. According to the iDrone project team, over 7,000 units of medical supplies have been transported to Nagaland through this project. Okay, this is another good news for the people, the lovely denizens of Nagaland. ICMR laga cholaija laga under the medical supplies kan mokokchung waluina Twensang district de transport kurishe kuina drone service nutun eta launch kurishe December 18 de kuina jani paise mohan. This is very good news indeed. With this, I would like to news dailies can sum up Grace. Let's move on to the next segment. It's now time for some fact of the day.
Emily Bronte, an English novelist, died on December 19, 1848. First Indo-China War began on December 19, 1946.
Facts kan janina iman bhal lage. In fact, Emily Bronte is one of my favorite writers. When I still feel this nostalgic. This in fact has made me nostalgic because when I was in high school, I used to read a lot of Emily Bronte's novels. I hope a lot of people, a lot of youngsters like me, also loves Emily Bronte. Now let's. I think. It's a beautiful, music is indeed a beautiful thing. It is a miraculous and joyful thing. Let's all have a beautiful melody.
You can take my crown one step away from giving up, though I don't want to. Can make it on my own. I try and try just to fall again. No, no, no. I've tried and can't enough. It wears me out to even think that I can get through this. Now I'm on my own. Would you give my mind a break? Tears don't stop and then I lose control over everything. Now I say it to myself. Count to 10, take a break. Good vibes, stay yourself again. Good words, kind people, you don't have to rush. You can take your time. All you've got left is you, so work it out now. Guess it's so hard, nothing's gonna make sense now. Faith, love, God, friends, family by your side. Gotta get up, gotta give all you've got left. I know you really want to, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. Know you hold so much, you've made it this far. Look up, you can fight this fight sooner or later. Good things will flow your way. Try again, but don't you let it go, yeah. I'm feeling golden now. Can I so walk it out now. Guess it's so hard, nothing's gonna make sense now. Faith, love, God, friends, family by your side. Gotta get up, gotta give all you've got left. I know you really want, so you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. Know you all so much, you've made it this far. Look up, you can find this fight sooner or later. Good things will flow your way. Try again, but don't you let it go, yeah.
Refreshing and beautiful indeed. Sometimes music is the only medicine that our heart and soul needs. In these tough times during the aftermath of as Nagaland is going through the aftermath of the voting for December 4 incident and the current pandemic situation, I think we all need to listen to more good music so that it keeps us refreshed and positive. Now, before winding up, let's have the weather report and have a blessed Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow.